Hello and welcome to Iterate.ai tutorials. My name's David and I'm going to be your tour guide for this video. So how do you want to get to microservices? The first thing you do is go to the upper right hand corner and click on recipes and then click on microservices. When the page loads, we're going to scroll to the bottom, and at the bottom of the screen you'll see add application. If you're a first-time user, click on this right here and create a name for your application, and then you can get started. However, for this video, I've already created an application for us. So this is the one we're going to do, test demo. But before we get started with that one, let me show you a couple features about it. There's a pause and play button. This is for when you're having some difficulties with it and it's just not quite working right. The easiest and quickest thing to do is go into this page, hit pause, and then re-hit play. This is a basic way to refresh it and correct most of the minor errors. So when the page loads, you'll see that I already have a flow set up for us. It's called First Flow, and it's just an inject button that goes into a Google search that goes into a payload. But that's no fun, so let me show you how to delete a flow really quick. Just click on it and drag a box over all of it. Once you do that, it'll select all on all three nodes and just hit delete. Now let's get started. The first thing you want to do when setting up a flow is get your inject node. It's in the components section. You want to drag it out onto your environment, which is the white space on here. We're going to go to the inject node and we're going to choose a topic. So we're going to change the data type to string and we're going to choose topic NBA. What is repeat? Repeat allows you to choose how often you research for your data. So you can choose it to research every 1 second, between times, or at a specific time. For this video, however, we'll do none. Let's change the name to subject to make it more readable. As you can see, each node has an info and debug section. The info section contains data about each node. You'll see a type ID, and you can click on the properties tab to give even more. As you scroll down, you'll see information explaining about each node with tips and notes, which is very useful. On the debug section, you'll see if there's errors in your code, as well as we can choose to print on the debug screen. And over here, we have a couple options. This is what we'll use to clear our log when we're all the way done. So let's get started again. Let's go into our left-hand column and pull out our Google search node. We'll go into the Google search node and we'll notice that it also has a name tag. Since Google search is already very readable, we'll keep the name tag blank. But for search limit, we're going to change that to 25. An important note about search limit is the default setting is on 20. However, we can change that to 20 or more. If you go less than 20, it'll automatically go 20. Now that we have that set up, let's connect the two nodes. To do this, click on the node that you want to start with and put it to the node that you want to end with, like that. Now we just need to go grab one more thing for the column, a console node. What the console node does is it outputs data to the screen. So let's click on that and make sure it's doing its job. We can choose to print to the debug tab or the debug tab and console. For this video, we'll just use debug tab. Notice that we can also choose the name of it as well. We're going to call it output. Now that we have that done, let's connect the two nodes together like this. And then now let's run our code. Once it successfully deploys, we're almost there. We just need to go over to the left-hand side and click Inject. This injects the subject NBA into Google Search, and Google Search scans the web and finds all websites containing the word NBA, and then this green node outputs it to our screen. As you see on the right side, there's a bunch of data with the NBA with URLs. When you're all done with this, just click